Hey folks, we're on Lake Irvin, which is one of the ancillary bodies of water off of Devil's Lake. This thing is massive and it's expanded literally all over the country. It's a very shallow portion of water. We're trying to get some walleyes, but we're in the middle of the day, which means the bite's going to be a little tough. It's given me the opportunity to talk Shawn Volk here, who is the service manager for Open Road Honda out of Mandan, North Dakota, who just so happens to be my dealer. And as you can see, we've got a couple Honda units out here. Shawn brought out more of a base model, 700 unit Pioneer. And this is their flagship model, the 1000.
Yep.
Tricked out with the heater, so forth. And we actually have a segment where Shawn talks about what you guys do to make these cold weather ready, you know, so you can run them around when it's cold out here on the ice. And we've detailed that pretty good. But part of the key just leading into that is service, you know, and I know you guys pride yourself on that, and you should. For example, this is the second unit I've gotten from these guys, and literally you call them up, say, hey, start on it. A week later, it is put together. And,
yep.
And go through. I mean, it isn't just slap the tracks on and away you go.
Right. I mean, it's a pretty detailed process on what we do to get these things ready. I mean, even from a stage like this to this. But I mean, one of our biggest benefits that we have, we got really great guys. We got a lot of them. So our turnaround time is very, very quick. I mean, a week even sometimes is on the long time. I mean, usually in 2-3 days, we can get a machine that's just a standard machine, get it cold weather ready with a full cab, the tracks, you know. And I mean, the season's short enough the way it is when we're talking ice or even hunting and this and that. Guys don't want to be sitting on the sidelines waiting for the machine to get back. I mean, that's where we're able to, hey guys, get it into us now, get it in, we'll get it done, we'll get it fixed up, get you done whatever you need to do, and get you back out on the ice and having fun. You know, and then you hit on something there too, and it's, if you folks ever get a chance to get to the dealership, and I believe we have some footage, is you guys carry an extensive amount of inventory. Oh yeah.
Which nowadays in the outdoor world is unheard of, because these are high ticket items. And the dealers are afraid to carry a lot of them. So if you want to pull the trigger on a unit, most likely you're going to walk in there, find what you want, you know, go see Shawn, say I want X, Y, Z for accessories, have it set up, and away you go. You know, say for example you draw an elk tag or something and think, well, by God, I'm gonna spend the money, I'm gonna do this right. You guys have the ability to make it happen, not, well, yeah, it'll be next month.
Well, exactly. I mean, we try to keep one of every single model and multiples in the really good selling ones on hand that a Honda offers. With us being a Honda powerhouse, we get exclusive rights to new units coming out right away. We get to carry a certain number on hand all the time. And even if we are out of something, within a week we have another one being a Honda powerhouse. So that's a really big advantage to us in our region. I mean, we cover such a broad area and so many different uses and models of machines. Whatever a guy needs, we typically have it. And if not, we'll get it with like I said, a week.
You know, that's one thing I noted too, when you guys were setting up my units, you had most of the stuff on hand, which any other dealer had been, well, we need to order this, we need to order that, we can't start on it until we get this part, that type of thing. Heck, you guys just go to work.
Right, and there's a lot of customers that don't want us to install it. They're like, they're do-it-yourselfer. This project is totally do-it-yourselfer. You can do it if you want, and we carry all the parts on hand because we know that, hey, we could sell 2 or 3 of these a week. We got to have the stuff there, and we got to have a lot of inventory.
Right. You know, and then this, it all comes down, a guy can buy a unit anywhere. Service it's key. It really is. You know? And throw Honda in there, and obviously I'm loyal to Honda because Honda's just frickin' work, you know.
Yeah, their reliability's there. I mean, they've built a name on it for the past 40 years. I mean, that's where they've been at.
And exactly. And with what we do in the outdoor world here, we don't have time for breakdowns. We really don't. I mean, one, we're doing this for a business, whether we're guiding or out filming, making shows, whatever we're doing, but also you've only got X amount of recreation time, and if you finally get that chance of a lifetime to go on the hunt that you've been waiting for, whatever, you don't want to be dealing with a broke down machine. Right.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. We make sure you're ready. You want to trust your equipment that it's going to start in the morning or at night, or when you're out here on the ice like this, super cold day, you want to know and make sure your machine's going to start, and that's where Honda's at.
Yep. You know, and the moral of the story is wherever you're at in the country, folks, if you're not in this area, that's good and fine. Research your dealers before you write the check for the unit. Research the products themselves and make sure you're comfortable with what you're going to have for a machine. And then on top of that, make sure that the dealer's going to be there behind you every step of the way.